Yo, yo, yo. Gather round, hustlers. That's if you Mickey Facts here. So uh I'm on cooking duty. Grill duty, so I gotta prep. Pardon the lights. You know what I'm saying? But we here today. You know, I'm here with you guys a lot. So, you know what I mean? I hope you guys can bear with me while I get this thing done on this side of town. I hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's healthy, doing good, alive, breathing. Um, you know, I'm doing good. I'm alive. I'm breathing. Happy 4th of July to everybody. Same way not same way, but Juneteenth, 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Kid Slade got a new track. Yeah, I'm a fan of Kid Slade, man. I like Kid Slade, bro. I'm a fan of Kid Slade. I don't know if he rock with me or not. I have no idea. Never spoke to the man before, but I'm a fan of homie. I know some people in Connecticut that know him. Maybe we'll take a listen to it tonight. We'll see. So I got a lot of stuff to cook. Not cook, prep. Got a lot to prep tonight. Got some chicken drumsticks. I eat strictly kosher, so everything is kosher. I got some wings. I bought some glizzies, all kind of glizzies, but I don't need to really do nothing with that tonight. Pause. Steaks, ground merch. So I'm here, man. I'm here. And I want to talk about these things that's happening in the space. We're gonna get into the Hitman and Millz stuff. I'm gonna do reactions to them live. The Truffaut joint for Calico is cool. I did hear that. Shout out to Truffaut. I just think he got caught up. If he would have just kept going, he'd have been good. I'm not talking down. I don't talk down on country folk. I love country folk. It's just when Double I get out of pocket. When Double I get out of pocket, that's when I turn up on y'all. Mick chat. What up, MSN? What's up? Yeah. Nah, I mean, I'm just here. Right now we have 73 viewers, probably a mix between Twitter and YouTube. So I'm gonna wait till we hit like 100. Share this live, share the live. Hey, Miss Jaleesa. Hey, one of your tweets went crazy this week. One of your tweets went crazy. I read the tweet. I was like, damn, Jaleesa went crazy. She went ballistic. Double be bugging. Nah, you ain't go viral. Well, I don't want to say viral, but you ain't get lit by accident. You knew what you were saying. You knew exactly what you were saying. That was your truths, and I'm glad you got your truths out. Here come Double I. Dehydrated strawberries is crazy. My brother, Double I, what's up, man? No, I'm just washing dishes, cleaning out the sink so I could, do some marinating and some seasoning. Shout out to Double I. Shout out to Chris Kemp. What up, What up, everybody? Shout out to Highly Favored, Delisa J, MSM. What up, all the regulars? Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to everybody. You here to say hit? Oh, 3. What's up, 3? You here to say Hitman with my guy? Okay, so we're gonna talk about that second. St. Louis versus everybody. Mick, what up? Lupe said about Nas is true, and there's no need to pretend. Okay. So we got a lot to talk about tonight. I finally listened to the J Millz record. I finally listened to the Hitman record. We're gonna break it down. I put it out really quickly because I wanted to get it out before I went live. Millz 1-0. Okay. We got a Millz 1-0. Who y'all think in the lead? I just want to get this out. Is it Millz 1-0 or is it Hitman 1-0? Let me know in the comments below. Hitman just smoked Millz. Get right to the Hitman facts. Chill. We're gonna cover everything. 95 people in the chat. Let's get to 100. Hitman 1-0. I cooked on the grill today, so y'all know it was something crazy on it. What was on the grill, man? What's up, y'all? Preem, what up, Preem? Good to see my regulars in the spot. Much love to y'all. All right, we at 100. All right, let's talk about it right quick. So, Nas and Lupe. Now, as y'all know, a lot of people give me flack. A lot of people are giving me flack for this. I don't want to say a lot of people are giving me flack for this interview, but a lot of people was like, yo, why Mickey didn't say nothing when Lupe said what he said, right? And what he said was in regards to punchlines. So Lupe believes that punchlines, entendre, and wordplay is the pinnacle of lyricism. That's his viewpoint. Right? That's not my viewpoint. I've said a million times that I think punchlines, metaphors, and stuff like that, simile, I do enjoy it, but I do have it ranked pretty low. I got it ranked low. I got it ranked pretty low. That's not a knock to people that do punchlines, but, when it comes to overall lyricism, I got it low. Okay. So on that live, when they asked us to rank and rate lyricism, I answered it from that perspective. Hold on. I answered it honestly. Like, yo, this is how I feel about lyricism. And this is my ranking. I do eat ribs, but just it's kosher ribs. Pulled pork, wings. What else you put up on there? Corn, asparagus, deer ribs. Wow, deer ribs. I'm not mad at venison, but I've never had deer ribs. I would like to see a picture of them if you can. I can eat venison because it's kosher, but it got to be cooked. It got to be, killed properly. Yeah, I don't do pork. No pork in my pork. Pig is crazy. You could put a computer. You could put a computer in a pig pen, and that pig gonna eat that computer. Anyway, salute all of the mods. Okay, so for me, again, Lupe's ranking is not Mickey Fax's ranking. For people that have been in my lives from the beginning, shout out to Battle Facts, right? I know some of y'all don't like that man for his street dealings and things like that. But shout out to Battle Facts. Battle Facts and I had an issue. And when Battle Facts came on my channel, I did not disrespect that brother. I let him get his talk. I let him get his talking on. I let him say what he had to say. And it was respectful. I didn't yell. I didn't interrupt him. Wild boar? Bro, what are you talking about? I didn't interrupt him. None of it. I just, this got to be defrosted a little bit more. I didn't interrupt him, nothing. I let him get his shit off, and he let me get my shit off. That's always been my interview style. I don't like talking over people. I don't like yelling. I don't like arguing. So I let Lupe get what he needed to get off. I think for some reason, black people feel like when somebody says something crazy, that's your cue to mess up the whole interview for clicks. That's never been me, especially if there's an issue. If you watch me with Royce, if you watch me, with Truffaut, I allow Truffaut to talk. You watch me with Lupe on that show. I allow people to talk. I don't like yelling and arguing. So, Playboy Princess, what's up, Queen? So, when we talk about lyricism, y'all heard what I ranked it, right? Multi, punchline, wordplay, entendre, metaphor, content, storytelling, constraints. That's my personal ranking. Would I like it to be the entire hip-hop community's ranking? Absolutely. And from what I've been seeing across the timeline, people want that to be the ranking. People were like, yo, Mickey, I agree. Now, people might be like, yo, I might have this higher than this, and I might have that higher than that. But for the most part, I nailed it. And people enjoyed that, right? But that's because we teach lyricism at Pendulum. So we have to properly, like no exaggeration, we have to properly rank it. This beef smells good. We have to properly rank it so that we know how to talk to people when it comes to it, right? So now that we got that out the way, what did I say? What did Mickey Fax say? Mickey Fax said, that's what I rank it. Oh man, pause. You got me, bro. You got me. Wise kid, good one. That's a good catch. Pause. Good one, bro. I'm not even gonna argue it. You got me. You got me. You got me. You got me good too. Pause. So Lupe says, when it comes to punchlines, if we cut the beat off, when it comes to punchlines, Nas wouldn't rank high. That's what Lupe said. When it comes to punchlines, if we turn the beat off, Nas wouldn't rank high. That's what Lupe said. Now, I'm asking everybody here that's in the chat, is Nas a punchline rapper? Do we go to Nas and think this is a higher level than Lloyd Banks and Fabulous? No. He is not a punchline rapper. Nas is not a punchline rapper. So, did Lupe say anything wrong? No, not in regards to his scaling of what he believes lyricism is at a high level. The issue is when you say that punchlines is the highest level, right? Now you got to say to yourself, if punchlines is at the highest level, then who is the best punchline rapper ever? Who is the best punchline rapper ever? Right? Now you can say Lord Finesse, you could say Big L, you could say Cassidy, you could say Lloyd Banks, you could say Fabulous, right? Because those are the punchline guys, right? Now, the issue here, of course, is going. Don't worry, the bubbles is trying to fall into the chicken. That is crazy. I closed it. Yeah, I'm real cooks. We wash our hands before we touch anything. So, and I gotta clean the chicken too. But it's also I gotta defrost it. So, when we talk and discuss lyricism, right, and maybe we'll bring some people up after we listen to the J Millz and what's her name stuff. Hold on. D Will, what you say? That's not what he said, Mickey. You just capping for him like you always do. Okay, tell us what he said. D Will, tell us what he said. D Will, what's up, brother? God bless America. Tell us what he said. Y'all know Black Glove Millz? I'm Oven Mick. D Will, tell me what he said, D Will. D Will, tell me what he said, nigga. Why do we always do what to Nas? I didn't do nothing to Nas. Pause. Got him. Got him back. Got him. Gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. Gotcha. Got him. That quick. You see, karma don't like ugly, bro. Karma don't like ugly. Got you that quick, Wise. That quick, Wise. That quick. That quick. Look what he said. Hey, yo. Do what to Nas? Hey, ay. Got him. Wordsworth, what up, brother? Yes, he also said he didn't rank high either. Yes, that is very true. That's not a pause. Yeah, all right. Lupe can say the sky is purple and Mickey will agree and defend it. I literally disagree with him on the podcast. I literally disagree with him on the podcast. I literally disagreed with Lupe on the podcast. Literally. You know, people said that all day yesterday. Mickey he loves him so much. He don't go against him. You know how many times I disagreed with him yesterday? Or 2 days ago? Was that 2 days ago? When was that?
And I had a conversation with Real Deal about this.
I love
I
what
would
niggas
say
look.
2-3.
Okay, I'll take a pause. Lou, you've had a lot of lyrical conversations or conversations that involve what lyricism is and isn't to a degree over the past week, but also I think just through your work as an MC and also with MIT and Johns Hopkins and those things. When you hear the word lyricism or when you're speaking about lyricism, what are you generally focusing on? Okay, I'll take a pause.
Look.
Lou, you've had a lot of lyrical conversations or conversations that involve what lyricism.
And I had a conversation with Real Deal.
Hold up, why is it not letting me do this? It's the shit is so long. Pause.
Okay, I'll take a pause. Lou, you've had a lot of lyrical
we gotta just let it play.
Conversation that involve what lyricism is and isn't to a degree over the past week, but also I think just through your work as also with MIT and Johns Hopkins. When you hear lyricism, when you speak about lyricism, what about those literary devices that you seem to prioritize when it comes to rap?
Because when you go back and you look through the history of rap, and you look at individual MCs, groups, what have you, talking from 79 and prior to 79, all the way up through to now, through the 80s, there's always been a premium put on punchlines. There's always been a premium on setup, reveal. Other things are in that, but I think as it relates to rap, for me, the what's on the pedestal, what is practice and what kind of sets you apart from other MCs in a cypher space and an acapella space and even in on beats and on songs is your punchlines.
Okay.
And that's how I was trained. That's how I was influenced. When I was able to the crap. That's what I
do about more things in terms of, particularly when it comes to rap in this case.
I disagree.
Boom.
And
did you hear that?
I had a conversation with Real Deal.
I disagree. I disagree. I literally said I disagree. I literally said I disagree. I literally said it. I disagree. I disagree. You know, me and Lupe argue about a lot of stuff. We argue about a lot of stuff. So his metric is based on punchline. That's him. That's Lupe. That's his metric. Right? That's not my metric. It's not my metric at all. Him being a top tier lyricist, that's his metric. It's not me. It's not me, man. I got storytelling really high. Look at what I said. Look at what I said.
About this, I would say 2-3 weeks ago. And how I ranked it, I'm gonna give my ranking on lyricism, right? Foundationally, at the very bottom is multisyllabics. Right above it is punchlines, which is at the bottom. Right above that is wordplay. Right above that is entendre. Right above that is storytelling. And right above that is constraints, right? And, you know, for me, and then, you know, somewhere in between like storytelling and, metaphor. Metaphor will be after entendre, right? So somewhere between storytelling and metaphor, I will put content, right? What you're actually talking about. And then at the top, I would put constraints in terms of lyricism. Like what can you do that nobody else has done? What kind of story can you tell? And are you executing it at a very high level? Because foundationally, and you know, what I agree with Lupe with is from a foundational standpoint, you got to be able to rhyme, right? So your multis, you got to be able to make the stuff rhyme, not do the one syllable stuff, whatever. And then right after that, the first thing a lot of people do is the punchline, right? And that's to me, that's base level. You learn that as soon as you come in. Then you got to start taking the craft to a higher level. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I see it.
So again, that's how I see it. So do I think he was disrespecting? I got you. Do I think he was disrespecting Nas? No. I think that with his particular scaling, it could come across that way. If people want to come up, just click that link and I'll have you pull up, right? But that is my thought process on that, right? I don't think he disrespected Nas. It's also his opinion. Niggas can have wrong opinions, niggas can have right opinions, right? I don't see what the big deal is. You know what I'm saying? I understand people feel how they want to feel, but you know, that's his opinion, bro. That is literally his opinion. Euphonic. What's up?
What's up?
Chill.
I saw you rank the techniques like that, and I think a lot of people are getting caught up with the ranking because you can't just like simplistically say something like that. You can't say like metaphors are above punchlines because a really good top tier punchline is gonna beat a very simple metaphor, you know? So when you're ranking things like that and people are throwing names out like this person's better than this person at that, you have to consider that like if it is the highest form of that technique, then where does it rank? You know? And I agree, like constraints are probably the most difficult at the highest level, you know?
Right.
And then metaphors to me are more memorable. Punchlines get like the wow factor. And so I just think that just needed to be cleared up. Like there's definitely levels to all of these things. You can't just say like oh, someone that does punchlines is better than someone that does storytelling, if that's your ranking, It's like, how well do they do that thing?
Right. So let me say this, right? So we can break this down a little bit more, right? When we talk multisyllabic, do you agree that multisyllabic should be foundational and should be at the bottom?
That should be foundational, because rap started with like single syllable and has evolved through time. So like when you get into hip hop and start rhyming, that's the first thing you're concerned with, is rhyming, that focal point or the end of the bar when you're just starting. And you start off with one syllable and move.
So
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 like nowadays you have to do a multi.
the multi should be automatic. Right. So you should do it. And for me, and this is just for me, a 2-syllable multi is good, right? That like you could get if you could get that one off, you straight. Now after that, for me, is punchlines. Now punchlines to me are also foundational. That's the first thing you start kind of getting into as a rapper. Now there is high elevated spaces of punchline, but now that battle rap has come around, right? Battle rap has prioritized punchline to the point now where everyone in that space is doing it. And if there are thousands, tens of thousands of people doing the same thing, the caveat to the punchline is no longer, it doesn't hold weight
That makes sense.
for
And the
me.
punchline is also like the first time you start to introduce any form of wordplay into your writing.
Right,
So it does come early on, pause, in
right,
in being a hip hop artist.
right. And again, you being at Pendulum, seeing all of the different techniques. When we say punchline, it's not just punchline, right? Like we're talking about different. There's branches that leave punchline, right? So let's move on to wordplay, right? So I got wordplay right after that, and wordplay can be letter-force, number puns. It could be alliteration. It could be, and obviously multisyllabics deal with segmenting and root rhyming and shadow boxing. So everything has extensions from it, right? So that way you could always lead back to the main point. So wordplay does that as well, right?
Wordplay,
So
you're talking about like splicing, corner bending,
yes,
things like
being
that.
able to do different things,
Letter for
correct?
number one. Mm-hmm.
Right. Now, when we're done with wordplay, to me, a higher level of punchline is the entendre, right? It's the highest level. And wordplay, again, wordplay also can be a reverse punchline, it could be mirror morph, all of these different things that we do that's at that high level. It's the highest form of it, right? It's also a constraint too, but it's also a branch of punchline. So when we talk about wordplay and then we get into entendre, right? When I speak to different people in the space of academia, they are saying, and I'm sorry if this water might be a little loud. When we talk about entendre, they say triple entendre is outrageously difficult to do. And how when people say quadruple entendre, they are of the ilk that it is impossible.
Yes.
Right? And that's one of the reasons why we never wrote about quadruple entendre in our book. To do a triple entendre, it literally has to be slang involved. Slang has to be involved.
3 separate meanings. And I think there's a time period constraint to like calling something a triple. Like it needs to be within like 2 bars, all those references. If you do it like that, the one I sent you that was like 17, but it was just like a list. Like technically, sure, you can, but in the form of hip hop, like it has to be close to that phrase or word that has three meanings. And that's what makes it so difficult.
Right.
You don't have time to set up for 5 bars, 10 bars of everything about this one phrase to make it a solid triple.
Right. I agree. Leroy, I see you there, but my hands is like, let me finish with this and then I'll bring you up. Metaphor, right? When we get into metaphor, right now, what you said was very poignant, right? A simple metaphor can't beat a high ranking punchline. Now, the thing about it is a lot of metaphor is already out, right? Like a lot of the metaphor is already there, like love is blind, right? Or, what's some good metaphors, brother, real quick? I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah. I don't know. That are common.
See.
Yeah, I don't think
Common
of like
metaphors.
common ones.
Common metaphor.
I don't know. I can think of a lot of like complicated ones from songs because I remember them.
Yeah. Give me a complicated one from song.
Just something that, like Aesop Rock said, I did not invent the wheel. I'm the crooked spoke adjacent. That's a metaphor. He's not literally the crooked spoke.
Right.
But when someone says something artistically and creatively in a way that you've never heard it before, and because metaphor is such an old writing technique, it's been around forever, it's really difficult to do something brand new,
Right. And to me, and I have books on metaphor, like literal books on metaphor. I have also books on, jokes, which jokes of the linguistic mind, which is also punchline, right? But when you talk metaphor, right, there are many other facets of metaphor, right? When you talk extended metaphor, right? You talk I'm drawing a blank here. I'm sorry.
And I mean, metaphors in all
And let me
these,
get Leroy up here.
ranking all these things, like no one is like a metaphor rapper. They might have a ton of metaphors, they use them all the time, but they're interlaced within their punchlines and their storytelling and everything else,
Correct. So this is a book, right? Metaphors We Live By, right? By George Lakoff.
That's fire.
JT.
You find it. These like two of the best MCs, folks. Y'all need to know that. You know
JT's got mad metaphors.
I'm just a student, man. I'm just a student.
It's orientational metaphor, ontological metaphor. Personification is a level of metaphor, metaphorical coherence. All of this is high. This is high level writing, right? It's high level writing. Objectivism and subjectivism, all of that, right? Now, Leroy, as we were going through this, right? And I'm sorry I'm calling you Leroy, but your name, that's what your name is, and I'm in the middle of not only talking high level writing, but also cleaning food. So what are your thoughts on what I've been doing with the ranking so far?
Well, first, I like the ranking because just the main point I just want to make here, I think Lupe is talking to people that want to begin their journey of elite writing. You see what I'm saying? Okay. It's not necessarily like someone who's already, he's not talking to advanced people that want to begin, like, where do I start from? Both of you are correct, because you could start from the having your multisyllabics under control or having punchlines. Both are correct. The reason why I would kind of lean more in Lupe's direction in that topic is because most people already think of punchlines. Like they can easily remember punchlines that they heard from their favorite rapper. So if I'm telling someone to start there, you feel what I'm saying? It's already a familiarity to that, you know, like in multis, I think that a lot of people, once they start writing in an elite way, they're gonna go into multis just automatically, at least now in 2026. Now, will they be good at it? I can't say they'll be good at it, but they'll, you know, kind of go in that direction anyway. So that's just the only real critique I had, you know what I mean? And plus, the same way you feel about Lupe Fiasco's knowledge and expertise and lyricism, that's how I feel about Mickey Fact's knowledge and experience. I'm a student first, and I know there are many students out here, and I don't want people to just be cutting off people who are master lyricists because they want to argue their point. That doesn't make any sense to me. You know what I mean? So, but that's the only difference. I feel like Lupe was trying to say punchline is a good place for you to start. Like, you want to be an elite MC, you know, get your punchlines together. You know what I mean? As far as the Nas thing, I don't think none of this negates Nas's incredibleness. Like, we all know Nas is incredible, but to back up Lupe's point, his best song might be I Gave You Power. So if I'm looking at that song, it backs up what Lupe is saying. Even though it's not a punchline driven song, he still has to employ so much lyricism that it kind of backs up what Lupe's saying. Like, you need to hone these skills. You know what I'm saying? Because I Gave You Power might be his best stuff.
So here's an interesting question, and this is for both of y'all before I move on to the next ranking, right after Metaphor. You guys are both, well, you find like you're familiar with I Gave You Power, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of the song, when he says he gets picked up by another person, is that a punchline?
That's a good question. I think it's a very interesting way to end the song. At first, I was going to say plot twist, but for this conversation, I'm going to say no on the writing, but the feeling, yes, the feeling, like, bro, somebody else just picked up the gun. That's a whole other story that we'll never know. That right there is a genius ending. And it just, you know, so it feels like a punchline.
Yeah, I don't think it fits the definition of a punchline, though. Using like wordplay to, you know, make people think about something in a different way. Like, it's great storytelling. It's great. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Would you, and this is a question for both of you guys, would you classify it as irony?
It is irony.
Yeah, I can see that. I think that level of song, it requires that amazing type of ending, you know, just to show that it's a cycle, right, of what he's talking about.
He struggles with this like hatred of being himself, of being the gun and all the terrible things he's done. And then it just starts over again. That's irony, when he finally thought it was over.
Right. Agreed.
It could, okay. And could that irony also be a punchline?
I'm going to say yes, because I'm not going to be as rigid with definition, only because we're in lyrical land. And in my opinion, Nas qualifies more as poetic license. And now when I enter that chamber, yeah, I think he could qualify that as a punchline. Technically, is it a punchline? No. But, you know, I'm going to call it that because it's the last bar. It's the period on that, you know? So it feels like a punch almost, you know?
Right. If this was being, if this was I'm really going to move on after this. If this was a story being told by a comedian, and then at the end he says, but then I got picked up by somebody else. Damn. Right, but said it in a funny way, right? Is it congruent to is that a punchline? Like
It would be if you think about it like that. Like it would be the punchline to the story.
I'm gonna say
Punchline to
yeah.
the story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say yeah. You know,
I would never listen to that song and hear that line and go, that's a punchline. But
Right.
if you think about it in that sense,
Right.
then yes, it is a punchline to a story. And most all comedians that tell stories have a punchline to them.
Correct.
But I think we define it slightly different in hip hop.
Yes, we do. Yes.
True.
Yes, that's true too.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now, next on my ranking would be content. So, like, I feel like content is very important for lyricism because there are people that will take the multi and do hibbity, like hibbity, libbity, libbity, sibbity, tibbity, tibbity, tibbity. Like, to me, that is not lyricism. That is gibberish, respectfully.
Right. And I would say that, yes. And I'm thinking about this ranking in order of like how you would learn it if you were getting into rap and like progressing through getting better and becoming more elite. Then what you say is not as important in the beginning as those foundational techniques. You know, if you're thinking too much about content, then you might not get your multis down and your punchlines down good. You know, it comes after because it is more difficult to make it cohesive and coherent like that.
Right.
I'd agree.
So here's something before we move on, right?
But hold on real quick. Here's one
Go
thing
ahead.
I think you may have the upper hand on this argument, Mickey, is because if I'm an MC and I'm starting with multisyllabics, right? But I don't know what my content is. Let's just say I'm just a normal guy that goes to work every day, come home, feed the kids, sit down, watch TV, write rhymes. I don't know what my content is. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
if I'm focusing on multis, though, that's a doorway because the multis are going to leave so much on the plate that somewhere in that 16 of multis is a lot of content. That's something that gives you the upper hand on the punchline argument because the punchline is not going to lead you into content, but the multis can.
Okay. I think somebody else sent in I don't know what the maximum number of people that can be up here, but let me see if I can add this person.
Oh, no, we good. I just wanted to get off.
Hi, who is this?
Yo,
No. Stay
Mickey,
here.
my background noise, if it's too loud, I can join in a few minutes. My bad.
Yeah, just if you can mute up. I don't know
Yeah.
if you have just mute up.
Yeah, I'll mute up for in a minute. I'll mute when I get around the corner. All these, it's a lot of traffic on this block. I'll be right back.
Okay, yes. So when we talk, so for those that don't know, we have a constraints class that starts this Tuesday coming up. And before we teach the class, Chilla Jones and I have to do the constraint. And we're timing ourselves to see how fast we can do the constraint. Today, Chilla sent in his, and it took Chilla about an hour to do this particular constraint. And it took me about 33 minutes to do it. 33 minutes and 50 seconds or 30 seconds, something like that, right? And mind you, this was in between, having conversations, with other people. I wasn't like dead locked in. If I was dead locked in, I probably could have got it done in 20, 25 minutes. When Chilla came back and he looked at it, he was like, yo, this is a little off because of the multi-count that I was asking for. Mind you, Euphonic and my guy Leroy. What's your rap name again, bro?
JT.
JT. Sorry. Pardon me. I was just drawing a blank.
I use my real name. I'm Jason Hayru, man. I use my real name.
Okay, so
everyone knows Miss Leroy Green or Pinsman JT. So
JT, right? So
yes.
JT and everybody knows that I'm pulling up doing 2-syllable multi at the bare minimum. And when he was like, "Yo, it was a 4-syllable multi," I went back and I was like, "Oh my gosh!" And it only took me, I kid you not, it only took me 2 minutes to flesh out the 16 bars to make sure that the multis was there. right? Now, and that particular constraint had content, it had the multis, it had punchline. It's a lot going on, and we have to execute it at that level, right? And I say all of that to say the difficulty of that is only due to people who are not accustomed to speed writing, knowing a vocabulary, and knowing how to maneuver around the mechanics of actual writing. I encourage everybody, if you are interested in this particular class, hit me up. We'll get you into constraints here at Pendulum Inc. Okay, so then that was the content piece. Now, when we talk about storytelling, right? Now, I have that very high on my list, right? I have that very, very high. I'm sorry, Chris Kemp. I have that very high on my list. And the reason why I have that high as I have it is because one, it's rare in this particular era. It is extremely rare. B, or two, to execute a story that makes cohesive sense is very difficult for a lot of people to do because there are a lot of people that just don't know how to speak, right?
That's facts. That's facts.
And C, the levels, there are so many different levels to storytelling, especially the ones that we teach at Pendulum, whether it be method rapping, right? Personification, which, I'm just now finding out is also a metaphor. And soundtracking, right? Which is another difficult, ultra difficult technique that we have at Pendulum, right? So I have that there, and we have references to incredible storytelling. Even Slick Rick with Mona Lisa is a constrained storyteller. There's no chorus on it, and he tells a full story in a very short amount of time. And it's probably one of the few, if not only single in hip hop history where it's a story and the chorus comes at the end and it's a hit record. Thoughts on storytelling from everybody up here?
I was gonna say Mick. I can't remember the name. A storytelling, and this. I mean, I know it's not a sleeper because Cameron.
Can you introduce yourself to? You just pulled
Oh
up.
shit! My bad. My bad. I'm Cope Approach in the chat. And if you ever see Cope Approach in the chat, that's me. My name is Stefan. But I don't got like no, hip hop channel or nothing to plug. But I've been keeping up with you for a minute because I can't remember where I first seen you. I don't know if it was like years ago in the Unbiased group or something, but I remember years ago. I think maybe the first thing I saw you collab, I think it was Mikey Rocks and Sir English, I think it was.
Yeah.
Like
Cool
years
kid.
ago. Yeah. Cause I used to go to Temple back in the day, and me and this dude from Baltimore used to rap back at Temple in Philly back in like 2010, around 2010. And we would stay plugged in with like a lot of rappers between like New York, Philly, and Atlanta, just because a lot of rappers and college people would mingle between those, like that range of cities like New York, Atlanta, Philly, yada yada. But no, and I used to fuck with the cool kids. But no, I've just been keeping up with you since I'm biased group or whenever yeah.
For sure. Okay,
Yeah.
so storytelling.
Oh, I was gonna bring up the John on Cameron's "Come Home with Me" album, where he told the story about the chick with the STD or something like that, and she was burning or something. And I know it's like might be a little bit left field, but a lot of dudes, I think they like storytelling. They think it has to be more intellectual than what it is. Like I could name Nas, Rewind, or this or that, or Biggie, or Rakim, or whoever, but that one Cameron song on, I think it was on "Come Home with Me." Y'all could correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if Jewels was on a skit or whatever, but the chick that was burning or whatever, it was so much just effortless humor in that story and little plot twists that Cameron showed. Like rappers that aren't super lyrical, and I don't mean to get off topic, Cameron got a lot of impact across without doing too much. So he didn't need, you know what I mean? Like his story, I got so much emotion and like when I forget, like
Stay
when the bit,
focused. Stay focused. Stay
yeah,
focused. Stay focused. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come
but
on.
when the chick when the chick is burning or whatever, and you think Cameron is taking it serious, but throughout that story, he has little bits of humor. So he's kind of pivoting back and forth between being serious, like, oh bitch, you burned me, I'm about to off you. And then he's reminiscing on the mistakes he made, like, damn, I fucked up, or yada yada, or I shouldn't have trusted you, bitch, whatever. But
Okay. All the
Cameron,
stories.
he made a lot of impact with while being efficient. He
What are we
wasn't.
doing here, bro?
Yeah, but go ahead.
Come on, man. What are we doing here, bro? Just
Yeah, well, I mean,
burning. Come on.
yeah. I think I get the point that you're making is he was able to inject humor in a story and that storyline, and now you're getting a real good piece of Cameron's personality because he's able to inject his humor in that. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, my bad. I was just some nigga was playing like music in my ear. I was just muting it so y'all because of the loud traffic. But yeah, my point was with storytelling. When I first heard Mickey open up the topic, I was going to get on here and try to think about lyrical songs, like I said, Nas Rewind or obvious examples. But then I thought Cameron had a lot of early, SDE and Confessions of Fire. He
Yeah.
has a lot of storytelling talents, and like there's certain intangibles when even whether you're talking about writing or performing, and nuances in that story that'll make the listener feel more impacted by that story without you having to be super technical. So
True. I'm going to continue your same point. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
So,
going
so
to
Cope,
go
Cope,
ahead.
they want you out of here, Cope. They not feeling you, gang. I'm gonna have to remove you
No,
because
I'm just mute.
I get his point
Okay.
though. I get his point.
they
So
cooking
I
them in
would
the chat.
say the way this is
I
going,
get
your
his point too, but
ranking,
they cooking.
the way this is going, your ranking, it kind of things build upon each other. So like storytelling at the highest level can contain metaphor, multi punchlines,
There you go.
wordplay. You know what I mean? A punchline is not going to contain storytelling within it. I suppose, like in a technical sense, you could have a beginning, middle, and end of a story in a single line, hypothetically. But in general, no. You know what I mean? So, like, storytelling encompasses all these techniques. And then
Right.
once you move on to constraints, you can do that with these rules in place that are forcing you into a box. And can you still do it and utilize all these techniques while being forced into that box?
And I'm basically going to say what you just said. It's because storytelling can contain all of these individual elements. Mickey, you mentioned today was a good day. Now that I feel was a very good example of that. And the reason why I feel that is because if you have today makes a good day, summer vacation, alive on arrival, I want to kill Sam. These stories from Ice Cube, just 5 stories from Ice Cube could make him the greatest rapper of all time. Why? Because in these stories, in these verses is a bunch of different chambers, and he could have employed all type of lyricism, which he does if you really listen to it. But like Alive on Arrival, he gets shot, goes to the hospital, he talks to the lady at the counter. She's a stressed out, overworked employee. She has a story. You feel what I'm saying? So even though she's not the focal point, him injecting that was a story in itself. You know, he's waiting to be helped. He can't get help. He ends up dies on the floor right there. But it's like there's so many inner stories within that story. So that's master level. I feel the storytelling part is the master level. The constraints, I could put that higher because depending on your constraint, you might make something that's genius, you know. But storytelling encompasses almost everything. You know what I mean? In my view.
Okay. So now, obviously, we get to the constraints, and for me, I have that at the highest level, mainly because of the actual effort that has to go into it. You can't just 7 minute drill it if you're not like a grandmaster at writing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the students at Pendulum are great writers, great MCs, great rappers. But you know, we were talking about constraints earlier. Somebody said to me, you know, constraints could come across as gimmicky, like you're just a constraint rapper, right? And I'm like, well, nobody. First of all, nobody's really even doing constraints like that to even be called that, right?
Try it.
And if you can tell a story that's constrained and it resonates with the people, right? And then later on tell them, hey, you know, this was what I was actually doing. That becomes legendary. Like I didn't ever have to tell anybody that there was no A's and A minus. I didn't have to tell people like that. I did it because I wanted people to know. But I could have went the entire time this song has been out for the past 6 years and not said anything.
Facts.
And it still hit the same way. And that's because the story actually still works because of the content, right? And I believe, in my personal opinion, with this class that we got coming up, that we're gonna push our students to the brink of insanity with this particular class due to all of the different things that we have lined up. And we had a professor, you know, we got Professor Rob. He works at MIT. He's a poetry major. When he saw some of these constraints, he couldn't believe what he was seeing. Couldn't believe it.
And I just want to address like people in the chat saying like Papoose does constraints. Yes, he did. And anyone can do constraints. It's like anyone can do any of these techniques. It's like at what level can you do them? You know, a constraint could get really difficult, like 16-bar verse, can't use the same word twice. Every word needs to follow the next letter of the alphabet. First word has to start with A, second B. Once you get to Z, it goes back to A. And if you can do that and it sounds good like a verse, then you're good at it. You know what I mean?
Good luck.
Like you can make a real gimmicky one and just do it. Like you can rap the alphabet with alliteration where you're just saying a bunch of words and they may rhyme, but those bars don't make sense. You know, they don't read like a sentence often when you see people do that.
That's right. I mean, constraints got to be the highest level. Now, maybe it's not. I'm not the expert, but constraint. If you think about constraints, it's limitation on your writing. Now, if you can get your point across, make it still a dope song, make it where people can understand it, and you're a great writer because you had a constraint. You know, people think that's just easy to do, and I think a lot of that's the case when they hear Lupe and Mickey talking. They think that, oh, I could do that. No, actually sit down and try to write one paragraph like that. After you do that, you'll see that they're not just talking. They're not just talking. It's because it's going to take you a few hours to write that. You know? And
then try to make it rhyme, right? Like,
yeah, that's a fact. They're not just talking, bro.
Like, right. Soundtracking is a constraint. It's literally constraint. Like you're constrained to a beat, you're constrained to what you're looking at, you're constrained to how to make it fit into that particular sequence. You can take, and then you could tell a completely different story from what you actually are looking at.
That's true.
There's not a lot of MCs that can do that. I'm sorry. Like
I know a lot of
talent.
I tried it.
And they would be flabbergasted trying to do that because it's almost like Inception.
And I don't think a lot of people wanted to be rappers just to be a rapper, you know, especially like in the current and most recent generations, like, oh, this is a way to make money or be famous, but like not caring about the craft. So like, to try to do something that hard, most people are like, this is stupid. It doesn't feel like hip hop, you know?
Or it doesn't feel like music. Or it doesn't feel like
doesn't feel like music. But if you're really good at it, it can. And that's where it gets impressive, and it's not easy, and it's not going to feel like music when you start doing it, because you're not going to be good at it. It takes a lot of practice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any last words about this ranking? I mean, this is obviously a Pendulum Inc. ranking that I try to have us kind of live by. And obviously there are exceptions to the rules with Punchline, like something like extensions or something like mirror morph and stuff like that, which really kind of get into like the super, super esoteric high level, writing. But for the most part, like when I particularly talk about Punchline, I'm talking about the base level of it, and the branches of it that are there are for the elite MCs. Same way with multisyllabics, right? You can't compare somebody that's doing a 2-syllable multi to somebody like Eminem, who's not only finding different pockets, but he's also probably doing a 9 or a 10.
Bro, he's not to cut you, but take somebody like Eminem, even though people like to discredit him, right? But anybody try this. When I say do a multi, people are like, oh, that's easy, right? Because it's just a multi. Put a shadow box in that multi. Now put 2 shadow boxes in 2 lines and do the same multi. You're going to be sitting there for quite some time, just trying to work that out. You see what I'm saying? So it's like these things, they sound easy until you try it. Like, people like, I could do what Big Pun does. All right, well, it sounds good. I can do what Nicky Fax does. It sounds good. But overall, I think what you have here I think it's awesome personally, because I've worked on these things as an MC, and it's a task, man. To be able to do all these things, you are an elite MC if you can do all these things. You just are. So I think it's a great list, straight up.
These conversations are important about lyricism versus records and things like that, because names always get thrown around that are like the most famous people, or they had the biggest impact on the culture. That by no means means someone is the most technically proficient at something. Some of what I would consider the best lyricists in the world probably have less than 100 followers on Spotify. You know what I mean? But the ability of them, what they can write, it may not connect with people, but what they're doing technically is so insane that it's impressive to people that really appreciate the craft.
Right. Now let's talk about that before I move on to the to disc records, right? When you say technically proficient, are you for you find it specifically, when you're listening to MCs that are of that ilk, and I'm a firm believer that guys that can do that stuff just need a little bit more refining if they want, if they choose, if they want. When you're listening to them, is it more from a appreciation standpoint, or are you connecting with it outside of just the technique?
It's an appreciation, because like just thinking about growing up and the songs that like I connected to, it made me like I related to it. And most of the stuff I listen to now, I'm appreciating the vocabulary and the wordplay and like looking at it as a piece of art, as opposed to like the soundtrack for my life, Right. And so I definitely am appreciating it like that, instead of like connecting to it like a lot of fans would, I would say.
Got it. How do you feel about that, JT?
I would say yes, I'm appreciating it, the style of it. 2, it is a tool for a person to learn how to do this, right? One of my favorite albums of all time is right here. Method Man Judgment Day is one of my favorite albums of all time. Is he doing rocket science here? No. However, he's using metaphor so much that it made me pay attention to how to use metaphor. He's calling people land sharks instead of just saying he's a gangster. Land sharks post up, try to do, he's saying all type of stuff, but everything is a metaphor, And I think Method Man is one of the greatest rappers of all time. But a lot of people would tell me like that's absurd. Why would you say Method Man? But it's because of these small techniques within his writing that I'm hearing and that I appreciate. You know what I mean? So hopefully that answered your question. But yeah,
definitely answered my question. I appreciate both of y'all pulling up. Thank y'all very much. Much needed conversation and hearing the perspective of two people that I've known for about 2 years now, maybe 3, that actually know what they're talking about when it comes to lyricism. And even if they have differing opinions from what I have, they still can make a concise point and be like, hey, but wait a second, what about this, and this when it comes to this, that, and that, right? So I appreciate y'all. Show love to Euphonic. Show love to my guy, JT. Much love.
They gonna see me out here. I'm just saying, show love to my guys, Mickey Fax and Lupe Fiasco, because again, this doesn't happen all the time. I've been a fan of hip hop all my life. Now you're seeing these artists explain the process, talk to you, break down the lyricism. Like, take that into consideration, because this is well past what the normal writing is, as far as, academic thought and the regular writing we do for essays and papers and dissertations. What we do as MCs is a completely different level. So respect to y'all. I'm with y'all the same way you back up your man Lupe. That's how I'm showing up any time for Mickey Fax, any day period. You know what I mean? And no diss to Nas either, because we know that Nas is arguably the greatest of all time. So it's not a knock to Nas to say, punchlines is not really his bag. That's all we're really saying. But we still know he's one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time. So we just putting things in ways that they could be understood. You know what I'm saying? That's it in an academic sense.
No, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Brother, appreciate you so much.
Of course, appreciate you too. Keep doing your thing, man. Let me know anytime you need something. Hit your boy on the bat line.
I got you, brother.
Yes, sir. One.
So, as you guys can see, not saying that they all agree with what I'm saying, but the level of knowledge in terms of when it comes to this stuff is high, right? And I think we need to kind of appreciate that from that perspective, and understanding and knowing what is going on when we're listening to specific verses, specific records. What does that look like? How does it sound? How can we make it iller? You know what I'm saying? All of this is very, 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 very important. All right. Now that that's done, I was hoping that the conversation would have lasted a little bit longer, because I'm still cleaning chicken, and I wanted to listen to this J Millz and Hitman joint. I wouldn't be surprised if J Millz drops again tonight, but if he doesn't, we're still gonna vibe to it. Are there any people that have not heard the Hitman, the joints yet? Are we all ready to kind of get to it? I did want to do a breakdown on some of it. My live reaction is on my channel. I can't monetize the Hitman one, but I still did it. Like, I'm not money driven by that. Like, I'm just a fan of the culture of hip hop, and I love diss records. It just really you get a chance to showcase how good you are. So I'm excited to kind of go through it and see what it sounds like from that perspective. You know what I mean? I'm always going to support the diss records. You know what I mean? All right. All right. I know we were talking a whole bunch about lyricism and stuff, and I know there was people that was waiting for this. So let me just wash my hands before I touch my computer, and we'll get to it. All right. see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12 more wings to clean. I already cleaned like, I want to say this was like about, how many wings was I cleaned so far? I only cleaned 12 already. 12 more to go. All right. So I'm gonna give my undivided attention to this joint. I didn't change any hats, and I already sprayed cologne, so I'm not gonna do that again. But let's listen. Let's see what's up. Yo, what the hell is going on? My laptop about to die. Do I need to get a new charger? This whole time, I thought my shit was plugged in. Hold on. My bad, y'all. Give me 1 second. I apologize. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. All right. Now. All right, Hitman. Well, we're going to listen to the J Millz joint first. All right, here we go.
You are now listening to the sound of Black Love Music. I'm back.
Here we go.
Where I'm from, shooters get shot and hitmen die too. Bullets long as a taller, sneaker size 2. We make mamas cry too with the same gun that white lady had.
Size 2 sneakers is crazy.
We make mamas cry too with the same gun that white lady had in the movie Life. I make nigga pie too. I'm a test from God and Gerald, you got no answers with these bars. I'm a wizard like AJ the Bancer. Hitman, you old news, still bragging about old views and all your music. I'm a test from God and Gerald, you got no answers with these bars. I'm a wizard like AJ the Bancer. Hitman, you old news, still bragging about old views and all your music playing like white people making soul food.
Bland like white people making soul food. It's cool. It's cool, ball. Cool, ball.
Father's Day, I burnt you with my card at everything I do. Hitman try to disregard that. I'm packed with your bars at, so you ain't gotta look up in the sky. Just search for Millz if you trying to find with God at. Enough a bird, nigga from St. Louis. This is like a Christmas gift to my black gloves, and you Saint Stupid. I'm trying to.
Saint Stupid. Cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Understand what made Hitman wanna do this. It's no recoupment, just lethal shooting and ego proof. Listen to your style, show me what I taught you, and you talk like you should have got your teeth a side smaller.
Okay, I like that disrespect.
I will turn you to an order and fuck them old battle views. You ain't bank a quarter. You still excited to rap about all the views you monetize for smack. You work for hire, Gerald, relax. You ain't no different than the same battle rappers you try to shit on. But every other card Hitman trying to get on. Nigga, get on. If you living so good, go and live on. Fucking with Millz t-shirts and hoodies, they'll have your pick on. Your last couple battles, honestly, you got defeated. So I'm still trying to.
Saint Stupid is a parade in Cali? Did not know that. Wow. Okay, Saint Stupid and April Fool's San Fran parade. All right.
Trying to get on, nigga, get on. If you living so good, go and live on. Fucking with Millz t-shirts and hoodies, they'll have your pick on. Your last couple battles, honestly, you got defeated. So I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck you so conceited. It's weird you still battle, but we never see conceited. How your coworker good without battle rap, but you still need it. Look.
Flow crazy. Flow crazy. That flow crazy right there. I ain't gonna hold you. That flow crazy right there. I think it's important to appreciate when a nigga got a dope flow, man. For real, for real. Gotta appreciate it.
Blinded by the light, but we can see it. You need to update your resume. Your shit looking a Greek clown. Hitman, your best days behind you. Shit after easy buried you. I'm surprised we could still find you. When I was there with Bill collected it's fine too.
Fire. Fire. I like that. Fire.
You so bad, should have been at 30 times too. Get the chalk like Keith Haring, they will outline you. This battle rap gentrification, I'll redesign you.
First of all, that Keith Haring bar, fire. When the last time you heard a nigga reference Keith Haring in a diss record? I'm a Keith Haring fanatic. Shout out to him.
I don't wanna hear no name flips, that's that lame shit. Whether Millz or Millz, y'all are saying the same shit. Bringing women and children in war is a sin. So with all due respect, I ain't here to rap about sin. But if I hit Dana name in the angle you trying to spin, may Allah be my witness, Cheryl, let the games begin. I ain't them, I am him, Hitman, calm it down. You grew up watching me, it was never the other way around. You studied my style,
fire.
It was never the other way around.
Fire. This is fire.
You grew up watching me, it was never the other way around. You studied my style, it was never the other way around. I was out wildin' a decade before you was wildin' now. If everything revolve around money with you, something funny with you, you got a price, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. How I know that Hitman ain't gonna holler when the ops approach Cheryl with the right amount of dollars. See, a man built with money gon' fall when that paper go, cause you was built with paper, I was built unbreakable. Built with amazing flow, no relation to B, but I was built irreplaceable. When I rap, it's a laser show. Boy, I hope you bombed up my oven still preheating.
I like that laser show scenario. You know what I'm saying?
Just getting warmed up, flood watching my storm touch. This hurricane, Millz, even Hitman don't survive. Fuck award categories, I'm a category 5.
Fire.
Hitman holla, part of the reason battle rap died. Black glove, Millz, the surgeon that brought it back alive. These black gloves change shit from the day they arrived. Undefeated like Jordan in the finals. Who am I? I'm a god, you was hard to HE. William Gates had a hoop dream, so a few of my battles and said, wait, I could do that. That witty aggression, I could use that before Millz in St. Louis. Who gave you that? The blueprint I laid is the way you got paid. How the fuck you was the one who got away and still a slave? I'm amazed. I thought you noticed nothing was after. Ball is life, Cheryl, that should have been your next chapter. You were all Skittles, you ain't scary, not a little. No procrastinating, I'm on my shit off the dribble. The hoop dream, so a few of my battles and said, wait, I could do that. That witty aggression, I could use that before Millz in St. Louis. Who gave you that? The blueprint I laid is the way you got paid. How the fuck you was the one who got away and still a slave? I'm amazed. I thought you noticed nothing was after. Ball is life, Cheryl, that should have been your next chapter. You were all Skittles, you ain't scary, not a little. No procrastinating, I'm on my shit off the dribble. Tell me what good came out of bags and bodies. Where I'm from, we put bags on bodies. Yeah, that's money on your head, then coroners putting bags on bodies. I sold
Fire.
You were all Skittles, you ain't scary, not a little. No procrastinating, I'm on my shit off the dribble. Tell me what good came out of bags and bodies. Where I'm from, we put bags on bodies. Yeah, that's money on your head, then coroners putting bags on bodies. I sold bags in lobbies, now spinning bags is a hobby. You was good, but I'm great, bitch. And I seen you on them skates, bitch. Spicy is an understatement. You sweet plus you weak, old style.
Understatement.
Let's go. Let's keep it going.
Bitch, black glove, Millz, save battle rap. Fuck a Kate, bitch, I'm old school. 38 revolver barrel, still spinning, still smoking, still killing shit. New York, still winning. Knicks just won the chip. How mysterious is that? It's like Dante was the sacrificial lamb to get a cat. It's like God want me to spin the mat and put another bitch made St. Louis rapper in a pack. These gloves activate when they get attached. This about to be a 3-peat. No Kobe and Shaq, just Browns and Mills. First verb, then magic. Now a real hitman gotta show holla how to kill. Millz.
Fuck you think this is, Cheryl? I'll smoke you and hang your motherfucking Jordans on the light pole, boy. Stop playing. See, the problem with y'all is, y'all keep thinking this is that stage that y'all used to. And it is a stage. It's just my motherfucking stage. Black Glove Millz. Hey, Hitman died too, nigga.
You remember that, motherfucker. Because I'm the one y'all need to be worried about. Partner.
Okay, what? Somebody said something. Hold on.
Say it, rewind the fire moon with the moon, roll rewind them fire niggas is forward and try to send subliminals. I already figured the plot. Plus they ain't lyrical dog. So mystic with the shots. Another day lights out. Rappers like Nicky in the dark. Written noise, not I'm Judy.
Why everybody shooting at me these days? I don't even be bothering nobody. A random nigga just shooting at me. All right. Let's listen to the Millz. Let's listen to the Hitman joint.
He not playing around with you niggas. If y'all want to dance, let's dance. And he got one of the greatest niggas to ever do it.
Truly, they really do love me, bro.
Man, he will fuck you up, Hitman, if you play with this one. I'm telling you right now, my nigga, this more different. This ain't that luck shit that you got going on. This ain't Swamp. This ain't Jazz. It's none of them. This nigga right here will apply that pressure, that real pressure, and make an anthem out of you, my nigga. And I know you don't want that. So come playing around if you want to, my nigga. I'm telling you, Hitman, this shit different.
Same flow, same style, same beat, same growls. Didn't make us say wow, ain't unchanged. Same jealous ass raps telling me how I ain't that. 9 target on your back, I'm in the gun range. This shit illegal, won't bully nothing. Have my granny.
So I feel like he could have did that part better. Right? It's not bad. It's not great. Sing right? Honestly, I think that's my only critique on this entire record. Outside of that, it's a good joint. Let's keep it going.
Dress me for church, I'm still fully buttoned. Trying to see what could he really say. Freezing cold to goods, father to men. Check his DNA. You said I got a few L's, I don't mind, boss. Them few L's don't equal up to your shine loss. Stop wasting time, nigga, mine cost. He X'd out when the
Okay, wait a second. That was a bar. Millz, that was a bar.
to goods, father to men. Check his DNA. You said I got a few L's, I don't mind, boss. Them few L's don't equal up to your shine loss. Stop wasting time, nigga, mine cost. He X'd out when them lines cross. Contract signed off. I'm a league on the Millz. What kind of hate you on? Why would I beg to be on cards when I can make my own?
Why would I beg to be on cards when I could make my own? It's wild.
Battles when your song get played. You look, mama, cause we know you don't belong on stage. 10-year head start, somebody remind them. Was a decade before, not a decade behind me. Don't brag about your deal, I'm sure Wayne could find me. But my money ain't young, so ain't no reason to sign me.
And he cooking Millz. He cooking Millz. I ain't gonna lie, he got some shit. Hitman got some shit. I'm not mad. Hitman got some shit. We can't front. Oh my God. They both my guys. I got love for both MCs.
Fuck with me at all. It's your pride or something. Terrified to get on stage. Fuck is you hide from? Said I was watching like you was colder. No, I was watching cause you was older. You stiffing baking soda. Just yelling shit out. You a whole footy. Had the nerve to say I'm bragging on old view. Well, let me help him remember. Me and Luke at 3 mil and that was last September. And he said, I don't gotta rap. This nigga. Honestly, I don't care, bro. That's his business. I hate explaining to bitch niggas, but I ain't stopped cause it's kind of hard. Turn it down 6 figures. How you mad at all the bloggers? Well, I feel Black ain't gotta give you the belt, nigga, cause I will. I'm Hitman, you know I kill. Look at my crib. The inside look like I kill.
So he talking this talk. It's a lot of rebuttals here. He's yo, what's up with my battery? Okay, cool. He's talking that talk. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all.
One warning, you don't get another. Black gloves, your doctor gonna have a different color. Just saying all you want, just keep it rap. Cause if you say it outside the booth, you get slapped. Bringing up bags and bodies, a bunch of killers. I'm Tarzan, I just spoke to Gorilla. Capo, Dollar, KD, Ranger. If I call Prestavia boys danger, you ain't never gave a nigga a look. Name one nigga you helped, one nigga you booked. All that cap ass shit you be on, stop her. I done gave 100,000 plus the doctors. Bozo, this nigga is tripping, and you can add another 50 by including the women. What a culture, vulture, JB, and all he did was took out, he ain't never gave in. And I'm tired of it. Big stage, battle rap, I made a job of it. The money they offer, you make it a side hustle. They can't get a doc offer 25 cents, and then you cry some. I think about it, Millz, it's really alarming. Your ego and being the worst of the harm. You a category 5, somebody inform them. We don't firm outside, it don't even be storming. Who got the culture popping with this is you or me. We'll let her to the culture dropped in 23. Then ego and charity work, I don't play. I dropped all this for you got hot off DNA. You fell off already, so I know you defeated. Cause when you posted on Twitter, 15 retweeted. Not one punch, your whole verse a lullaby. 15 minutes is up, ask Uncle Rob. We are not the same. How dare you bring up a 30? I don't need gloves, I like getting my hands dirty.
Fire.
Big, am I trouble or what? Somebody tell him I can get him so close next time he won't have to yell it. You starting to stink in the place and we can smell it. They pay me.
Fire. Fire. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. I ain't gonna lie, he's cooking on this.
Up, ask Uncle Rob, we are not the same. How dare you bring up a 30? I don't need gloves, I like getting my hands dirty. Yo, big, am I trouble or what? Somebody tell him I can get him so close next time he won't have to yell it. You starting to stink up the place and we can smell it. They pay me so much they can't sell it. You can't convince me murder move ain't jealous. Play right, you spell my name with a G and not a J, right? Shoot a ball or a Glock is still a J, right? It'll be better if I told you.
All right. So, chat, after hearing both records, put one for J Millz and one for Hitman. Who got that one? Who got it? Who got it? Let us know. One. You're definitely about to die. And I had it charging all that time. Luckily, I kept looking. One for J Millz, two for Hitman Holla. One for J Millz, two for Hitman Holla. Okay, it's close. Okay, now the Hitmans are starting to come in. Okay, the twos are starting to come in. Yeah, a lot of people got Hitman. A lot of people got Hitman. Okay, so for me, I actually have Hitman. It's close. It's very close, but I got Hitman. It's very close, but I got Hitman. It's very close, but I got Hitman. I got Hitman. I'm not gonna lie. I think Hitman pulled it off. Now the issue with this is, it's close. It's close. But the issue with this is Millz is about to spin. Millz is about to spin. And Millz writes up. You know what I'm saying? Millz writes up. And the songs get better. Right? So the songs get better. Yes, I agree with that. J Millz sounded better. Absolutely. J Millz definitely sounded better, without a shadow of a doubt. But Hitman did have some hard hitting stuff, and he rebutted a lot of what J Millz said. And honestly, when you and I'm a victim of that too. Like when I went at True Foe, I wrote all 3 records mad quick and recorded them the same night. I didn't care about a rebuttal, right? Now that might have been arrogance, right? That might have been arrogance, but I didn't care. I didn't care about a rebuttal. I just wanted them out of here. Now I could have responded to save you. I could have responded to save you, right? But in my mind, I'm like, he ain't beating this. He ain't beating this. You know? Same thing with the 7-day plague, and even low key, same thing that I had with Rum. I was like, Rum ain't beating what I got. Not gonna lie, it's arrogance. Not gonna lie, it's arrogance, and you shouldn't do that. But Hitman did it. I got him edging it. Now, there's people in the chat that got Millz, which means this is a close. It's debatable. It's debatable. Ain't no scoring in game 8. Nah, True Foe got hit with everything in the chamber. True Foe got hit with everything in the chamber. Yeah, I wanted to put those rum dishes out. That first one was just a bait. It was going to get spookier and spookier. It was literally going to get crazier and crazier. But Big Mike, I don't know what you're talking about. Pause your name. Hey, yo. Big who? Hey, yo. Yeah, when you go first, yeah, it's definitely an easy rebuttal. And I think Millz, once Millz heard the nigga was shooting, Millz jumped out, as he should. Like, he's an MC. Millz is an MC. Millz is an MC. We can't even say your name, Big Michael. Can't even put that adjective in front of your name. Y'all saying that it's not, y'all saying it's clear? Yo, he don't want to give Millz nothing. He's giving Millz all of the up-tempo shit. I like Aisle 6. Low-key, I like Aisle 6 better than I like DNA Ain't Never Been Outside. And I think Aisle 6 would have probably hit harder had Rum Nitty been responded. If Rum Nitty was responding, Aisle 6 would have hit hard, bro. But Millz was like, word, you drop one and stop, and then he just bombed on him. You know what I'm saying? So nah, Hitman coming to play. Hitman is not coming. Hitman is dead serious right now. Hitman is dead serious. Low key, I want to interview Hitman. Low key. I kind of want to interview Hitman. I kind of want to interview him and talk to him about, his YouTube channel. Not really talking about battles or anything like that. Just these diss records. And I ain't never, I ain't never think about wanting to interview Hitman, but I kind of want to talk to him about this. Like, he's going against 4 people. The last person that did that was Millz. Most I went at was, I took care of True Foe, and then I went at A-Bird. He got a diss for me in the chamber? Why would Hitman diss me? There's no reason for Hitman to diss me. I texted that nigga yesterday. I was like, nigga, you dissing everybody, huh? He was like, yeah. I'm I'm still flabbergasted that Lux ain't responded. I cannot believe Lux hasn't responded to this still. Like I'm still flabbergasted. I cannot believe Lux didn't do another record. To this day, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it, bro. Lux was like, nah, nigga, I want to get on stage. Stand in front of me. I'm like, bro, this is what niggas want to see right now. But I'm hearing that it might go down. I'm hearing it might go down. Niggas is actively trying to make it work, so maybe there was a method to the madness, but I wouldn't have let Hitman get away with that. Respectfully. I wouldn't have let Hitman get away with that. That's not a shot at Hitman. I'm just saying. I'm too much of a rapper, man. Like I rap entirely too much. Yeah, Lux want the bag. That's valid. Like he should want the bag. Lux earned it. He put enough work in to earn it, but it's still hip hop, bro. This is still hip hop. Still hip hop, and he can make some good money. He could have made some good money. I know he made good money with God, but it ain't like a battle bag though. I will say that it ain't like, especially for Lux, he probably could get 50, maybe 60, maybe even 100. Like maybe even 100. I think Lux could get 100. Yo, what's up with Math Hoffa? What's the last thing Math Hoffa did? I need to text him. Does anybody know what was the last thing Math Hoffa did? What's going on with my bro? I ain't gonna lie. I wanted gray hoodie. I called Lux and I was like, yo, we need that gray hoodie, nigga. I don't know, man. He should have brung out the gray hoodie for this nigga on the record. That's the best version of Lux, and he ain't really he kind of just. It almost felt like he didn't even really try in his diss record. He was like, yes, you know. What was Mav's last post on YouTube? I'm cleaning chicken. Can somebody tell me what was his last thing that he did on YouTube? Does anybody know? I feel like I haven't seen him post anything in a while. Nick, somebody said, Nick, I should jump in. Retype it because I'm not putting my finger to the plow. That's not a pause, by the way. Hitman 1-0. Okay. Y'all made your point. Is Double I here? Hitman up right now. He flaming everything. Best Lux can hold him back. He gonna save Lux too kind. Seemed like Hoffa out the game when it come to rapping. I thought Hoffa wanted to battle Tay-Rock. He said double drunk. He said he was eating deer ribs. Is that true? Man, last post was this shit with his landlord at the shop. That's cap. My last upload on YouTube was 6 days ago with Akon. Yeah, I gotta tap in. I'm gonna tap in with my bro tonight. We're gonna call Math tonight. I'm calling Math tonight. As soon as I'm done with cleaning this chicken, I'm gonna call Math. Just to check in. I love Math. Like legit love Math Hoffa. That's bro for real. He needs some boring guys. Like I love Math Hoffa. A lot of y'all know that's bro. For real. And if Math called me like, yo, he needs something, he know I done drop shit for the nigga. That's bro. So we're gonna call Math today. Hopefully he pick up. I hope everything is okay with him. Just call and check in with my guy. Make sure everything's ice watery. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grill the wings and I'm gonna fry the legs, the drumsticks, and I'm gonna grill the wings. I have to. We know Poe and Cypher still feel disrespected. Still? I forgot all about that shit. They still feel disrespected. Disrespected about what? These songs got played for Lupe. These songs got played for Lupe, bro. $11 making us next. We still need something for the South. What does that mean? I don't. You know how many people rap for? You know how many people rap for Lou this year? Probably none. So Cypher does. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what niggas want me to do. I don't know. I like white meat. Hey, yo. Bro, that's a fact. I have been cleaning this chicken forever. Like I'm almost done though. This chicken is gonna have to go on the grill. Like, for whatever reason, these chickens are like white meat. Hey, yo. These chickens are feathery as hell. And I gotta wash them in apple cider vinegar. The sun is still out here in Southern California. Yo, Southern California got the best weather, bro. Dr. Umar just arrived in the chat. Who's Umar? Which one of y'all is Umar? Remember when was some of y'all here when what's her name was here? Who Whack 100? Y'all said it was a fake Whack 100 that pulled up? Bro, I got 4 more chickens, bro. This is taking me a long time. Mickey Mouse is literally my neighbor. Facts. Talk your shit, bro. Talk your shit, gang. Getting money. Now I'm cutting the chicken up, getting all the feathers off, and I gotta season everything, pack it up, let it marinate overnight, put it on the grill. Mickey Mouse is your neighbor. 100 side. I got an egg boiling. Yeah, that's how I know. Whack 100 is I'm not saying that out loud. Last thing I need is that nigga. All right, Mickey, we got the footage. We called NYU. They got a warrant on you, Mickey. You were snitching on the deans. Ain't nobody got time for that. Cash Jones. I don't want no problems with Whack 100. All right, so look, we're gonna do 2 things. I'm gonna call Currency on the live. This is probably gonna be my last time to try to get him on this record. If I can't get Kerr on the record, then I'm gonna reach out to appreciate you, Major Ant. If I can't get Currency on this song, I'm gonna reach out to Joey Badass and see if he can do that for me. I'm gonna reach out to Joey. Joey's homie, Mr. Brother. See what he think about it. We almost done. 2 more chickens and I'm done. I think I've been cleaning chicken all night. This is 11:15. I listen. I'm gonna call Joey tomorrow. We're gonna call Kerr tonight. We're gonna call Math Hoffa. I would never beef with my bro Currency, but I ain't gonna lie, this shit crazy. I would never. I just chalk it up. It's part of the game, man. It's part of the game. Spitter hit me and was like, "Yo, Mickey, send me something." I was like, "All right, I got you." You know what I'm saying? All right, I got you. I gotta make things right with Verb. That shit dead. I see he unfollowed me the other day. I'm still following him. I hope Spitter pick up and you tell him never ever. Oh my gosh. Yo, chill. Yo. All right, man. Yo. That was mad hate. That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn, Cypher. Chris, I don't feel like that. Why you feel like that? Nigga said never work with that nigga. God damn. Now, he from the town, so I'm sure he will work with him. It's just that I haven't seen him. He came to my school. He came to school. You was there, Cypher. You was there, Chris Kemp. What he told Young Cash? You saw what he told Young Cash? Send me a record. I'll get it done. You think that record got done? Just a question. Y'all want another Nicki Facts diss record? This who? I'm not dissing anybody. All my diss records are recorded, and those records are for Rum. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Those are the only diss records I got, and I don't have issues with nobody. I just saw a nigga replied me to add him to his story dissing me today. Cypher gonna be mad when he find out who else rap for Spitter. Young Cash rap for Spitter. Spitter said, "Hey, send me a verse, I'll get it done." Nigga sent the verse, it never got done. It's a method to my madness, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Let's call Spitter. Let's call Spitter. I'm gonna call him 2 times. If he don't pick up, then I'm gonna reach out to Joey Badass and get him on the record. Because I've been trying to get this nigga for weeks, months actually. I'm gonna call Spitter twice and see what happens. See what happens. Lead by example. All right, here we go. Call him twice. See what happens.
Has been forwarded to voicemail.
Okay. Now I'm gonna FaceTime the nigga. Kurt don't fuck with me. Let's go. All right. He didn't pick up. God willing, he'll call me back at some point in my life. Math Alpha. Yo, you out? Outside.
I'm always outside. What's poppin'?
Nah, I was just calling to check in on you, man. I'm on live. I ain't hear from you in a while. I just wanted to check in on you.
Oh, nah, man. You shitted on me, bro. I ain't fucking with you.
How did I shit on you?
Yo, man, you snapping on my joint. Pause.
Hey, yo, what?
Hey, yo. Anyway. Now you got a hater in your chat, man. You trying to satisfy this nigga by talking shit about me, man. I don't like that shit.
Nah, man. Well, you know that I think that person is mad at me now. So now he's hated on me. So
yes, and you fucking hated on me for no reason.
I don't know if I hated on you.
Nah, yeah.
You think I hated? And you know, artists are sensitive about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I imagine so.
You know, I never hate on you. I just was being honest, I guess. You know?
Yeah, you wasn't being honest. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Well, there it is.
What's up, man? What you want? First of all, you owe me a verse. You owe me a song review.
Have you sent me a verse? Have you sent me a song to review?
Well, one for the review. I gotta send you something.
Yes. I mean, if you're promoting something, I would like to push it and promote it. That would be nice. Yes.
All right, I think I'm gonna drop big price soon.
Oh man, that record fire.
Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, send that to me and we'll get that reviewed. And as far as the song, you got
the song already.
What song?
Jay Price.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can review that. I can have that out by Monday.
You said you live right now?
Yeah, I'm live.
So like your audience can hear me?
Yeah, they can hear you. I said that already. Yeah.
Okay. Yo, fuck all these battle rap niggas, you heard?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, there it is. There's that.
Fuck battle rap, coke by the boatload. You heard?
You know, I'm actually shocked. That because I was like, yo, what's up with Matt? I haven't heard from him in a while. Last thing you posted was the Akon thing. I'm actually shocked you wasn't like outside, quote unquote, on YouTube during this whole Lupe thing.
What was the Lupe thing?
Oh, you really out the way.
Super out the way.
Yeah, Lupe. Yeah, you know, Lupe was going on everybody's podcast, talk about the Kendrick stuff. And then he said something about Nas 2 days ago with me on the live. It's viral.
What's he saying? That's so crazy.
And they're asking him about his, thought process on lyricism, and he was like, "Yo, Nas ain't got no punchlines. So if you take the beat away and just read it, it's not as crazy." That's what he said.
Well, shout out to Lupe. That nigga told me I was his favorite battle rapper at one point. I don't know if it's still the same, but love for that shit.
He shouted out Rosenberg Raw.
Yeah, he likes real shit, I guess. He likes real shit. But then again, he shouted out Rosenberg.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? It was great talking to you. I'm glad you're okay, and I'll have this joint up Monday, bro.
I bet.
All right, peace. Yeah, I ain't even wanna. Last thing I know somebody's in here gonna clip that up. What does Cypher have against you? Thinks it's perceived favoritism by Minkish and Pendulum. Then he think he's above criticism and doesn't need a mentor. Oh, well, everybody got a mentor, but you know, I don't know. Favoritism. I mean, it might be, might not be. Who knows? End of the day, it's rap. Yeah, you know. Math the type of nigga to help you lose your wallet than help you find it. Stop disrespecting my bro Math, man. Don't disrespect, bro. It's 11:30. We ain't really do no Cologne cap. We just play shit. I'm happy that we was able to play shit and enjoy music. You know what I mean? Who, me? I'm not a troublemaker. Nah. I'm cool. Love to everybody. I finally finished cleaning everything. Now I gotta season everything. Shit crazy. I got some steak. Some chicken drumsticks. These wings. It's only 4 of us. I gotta do all this seasoning. I'm gonna be up for a while. Pat, what up, nigga? What's up, Pat? Hey, I don't hate nobody, man. It definitely took 3 hours, 2 hours to clean. The time is right there, MSM. Appreciate y'all. We'll be back Sunday night. We'll be back Sunday night after orientation. Actually, let me make a video for that. Put that in our Pendulum Week chat. Do that right now. Pendulum Inc., welcome. Summer school starts this Monday, which means our orientation class will be Sunday night. It'll probably be 8 p.m. Sunday night. If you're interested in being a part of summer school, please DM me on WhatsApp. If you're already in summer school, you'll see this video. We'll see you guys. First class, Monday night with Carvo. Second class, Constraints. Then third class, I think it's my guy, See the Real, production class. And then we got Pero Lu, rapping in Spanish. Long live. Peace. All right, let me put this in the group chat. And then I'm going to let y'all get to it. Wow, I gotta change. I just saw your message just now. I just saw your message just now, Chris Kemp. I didn't even know anybody was shooting at me. Listen, I didn't know. I be safe. Y'all don't eat too much or blow your hand off. Is that a pause? Blow your hand off? I don't know if I should say "Ayo." I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't know. So Young Cypher dropped a full song on YouTube. That's what's up. I hope he gets the traction he's looking for. God bless America. Is it fire? Did I hear it? If it's fire, then that's even better. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Okay. There it is, y'all. Y'all saw it. Mickey Lies. Can I change my name to Mickey Lies? Is that a possibility? Probably. Okay. Let me get it off his chest, man. He already told his side, apparently. Once you do a diss record, that's your side, right? He told his side. He got it off his chest, man. He got it off his chest, man. He told his side, bro. That's his side. He got it off his chest, bro. As he should. Mickey don't speak facts. I speak lies. I speak lies, man. I speak lies, bro. Okay. Mickey retrograde. I'm in retrograde? Since when I was in retrograde? Rada Rugged Man. I was going to say Rada Rugged. Rada Rugged Man is crazy. Listen, we just got the Fat Joe Jadakiss cosign. They literally just shouted us out on his podcast. Pendulum Man got school. So I'm cool with it. Whatever. These niggas is outside tonight. Onion powder? Oops. Solve what? He solved it. He put out a diss track. That's him solving it. He solved it. He got it off his chest. He solved it, bro. That's him solving it. He figured it out. When you see him in the chat, he's standing on principle. It doesn't matter what I say. What I say doesn't matter. It's only his truth. He gotta live with that. That's on him. That's his truth. What you want me to do? That's his truth, bro. I ain't got no issues. Like I said, it's rap. It's rap, man. Is this garlic powder? Oh, that's garlic powder. It is what it is, man. I'm over here seasoning chicken for tomorrow, man. Ran out of garlic powder. I'm getting along. I don't know what you want me to do. Kumbaya, my Lord. Kumbaya. Yeah, we can all get along. I ain't got no issue with nobody, brother. Come on, MS. Hakuna Matata. That means no worries. Put the lemon pepper and peppercorn in the chicken. Some ginger and turmeric. How much turmeric? How much turmeric you think I should do? I don't really use turmeric like that on the junk. I don't really use turmeric. I don't know what else niggas want me to do. I don't know. Okay, so he says I do got some ginger. You said turmeric? I don't really want to use a lot of turmeric though. Turmeric is wow. And this is going, am I frying this? No, this is going on the grill. I don't know if I should put, I'll do a little bit of ginger. My trolls are here? What trolls? Hey, man. Listen, I'm just reading comments, bro. Oh, I ran out of lemon pepper. Paprika? Hey, I don't like paprika. Okay, what does paprika taste like? Is it just color? I think paprika is just color. Am I tripping? Is paprika, what is paprika? Is paprika color? I thought paprika was just color. I got the lemon pepper. I just ran out. It's just color. Yeah, that's what I thought. These niggas food color and color making pretty. You might as well use Sazon. I knew it was food coloring. I knew these niggas was trying to set me up. Like turmeric. Hey, I'll be scared of turmeric. Niggas put turmeric on their faces. Sweet and earthy. Hey, yo. Is that an AO? Am I wildin'? Was that an AO? My bad, you fine. Was that an AO? Yeah, it's just color. Put some olive oil in here. Hey, yo, what? Why did you say that, unknown caller? Y'all see what unknown caller just said? Hey, yo, I don't even want to repeat that. Paprika is propaganda. That's a good one. Y'all niggas go with the coriander. Now niggas want to say coriander. Ooh. Coriander? Y'all some coriander niggas? So okay, so my man said it's grounded red pepper. Is that really what paprika is? Is that what paprika is? Grounded red pepper? Is that a fact? Or is niggas just making shit up? I be hating when niggas make shit up. Oh, it's grounded pepper? Okay. All right, my bad. I got it. All right, my wings is done. They're gonna overnight marinate. Now let's get to the chicken drumsticks. I'm gonna fry these bad boys. Because I'm gonna fry them, gotta use a different kind of seasoning. Probably should have put the honey. Dry red peppers. Is that a fact? Y'all niggas are chefs. Yo, I like when people is mad intelligent. That shit is fire to me. All right. Honey apple. Look, honey apple paprika. we get into the history of paprika. You never know what you're getting on the Mickey Facts. Live. I don't want lemon pepper. Okay, lemon pepper here, and then it's over. Okay, this is garbage. I know it's paprika. I just said it's paprika in there, bro. Why y'all coming at me for, bro? What's this? Oh, this is onion powder. I'm gonna fry this chicken right here. A little bit of ginger. A little bit of basil. Literally a dash of salt. The 42 garlic. I like the sesame oil on the chicken. Yeah, you mad late, Magnify. We had a whole discussion on lyricism. We talked Hitman and Millz. Where the hell you been, boy? We even talked about me being a liar. I called Math Alpha. I called Currency. Currency didn't pick up for the 80th time. You know, regular shit. You said Millz won? I think it's close. Oh yeah, that smells divine. I did sesame. I did sesame oil. I didn't do soy sauce. I did sesame oil. Come on, man. Y'all know who y'all talking to, bro? I got a whole Asian cabinet over here, man. It's me, man. It's me, man. I'm the real deal. I'm the real deal. We want that crispy chicken. Put an egg in there. Am I going to Invest Fest this year? I don't know. I'm not sure. I might. Who called me a liar? I thought I saw Young Cypher call me a liar. That's what I thought I saw. I mean, I could be lying. That's what I thought I saw. One of the most known pirates. I put sesame oil on the chicken. It's an old Asian wives' tale. Oh, he called other folks liars, not me? Oh, I apologize. Okay. I apologize. I thought I was called a liar. I'm cooking and looking at the whole chat. So I don't really be knowing. I don't be knowing. I'm just reading. He said I need some cilantro. Y'all niggas. First it was I need some cilantro. Then it was I need coriander. Then I need cumin, and then I need. Y'all niggas just want me to have this so seasoned. I don't know what y'all want me to do. Yeah, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, paprikas, they grind it up so much, we don't know what it is. We don't know what it is, bro. We don't know what it is. Now that I agree with. Some sage and lemon. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. But then I got the lemon pepper, so maybe just sage. Orange with orange. Who said orange? Who did that? I ran out of. God damn. Oof. I need the paper towels. All right. Here we go. Yeah, I like how you said Mr. Miyagi. I like how you spelled that out. I definitely only went one time. I wish I could go back. I think Lou went like 3 or 4 times. When I went the first time, he had already been there. I think it was like, yo, let's go here, let's go here. That nigga was so excited when we was in Japan, boy. That nigga was giddy. He was in the showroom, nigga was twirling. I love that nigga Lupe. That nigga Lupe be wild. Why are they so loud outside? Oh, actually, I don't need to toss this. All right, this is. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I don't want to keep y'all here too long. I appreciate y'all for pulling up and having that discussion with me. It means the world to me. It means the world to me, man. Thank y'all. Long live lyricism. I gotta go to. He was twirling. Nowhere. He was twirling. I could literally. I have proof of him twirling. Matter of fact, let me show y'all the proof of this nigga twirling. Nigga was twirling, bro.
What a difference a day makes, right? I'm setting off the show, so you already know what's gonna happen. We're gonna have to set it off. We're gonna have to give him that alpha.
I'm not done.
Yeah, swagger. I'm about to get ready for a photo shoot.
See?
You got my man Luke balling out.
That was like a mini twirl.
You got my man Luke balling out.
It was like a quick twirl. Okay, he wasn't twirling.
Shut down. What is shut down? What is shut down? I don't know why Mikey always has on like basketball paraphernalia. Like he can get it going. Shoot, man, you don't want to see me on that.
Facts. I have to show you some real facts, man. Court facts.
Nigga was always dressed. I missed this. If I'm not sneezing, it's not seasoning. Nah, y'all niggas want niggas to have high blood pressure. That's crazy. If you're not seasoning, if you're not sneezing, you're seasoning. I don't even know what you said. What did you say? If you ain't sneezing, you ain't seasoning. That's good. That's hilarious. All right, man. I got a steak to season. Coriander, cilantro, cumin, sazon. Yeah, I didn't use coriander, cilantro, or cumin. Sazon is hard denim. Mickey holding that phone, very holiday heart-esque. I don't have it's my hands, bro. My phone is right here. This nigga just making up shit. Big Mike, don't make me dish you. Trying to over-season the food where you don't taste the food no more. That part, MSM. Niggas be over-seasoning. Hey, highly favored. You be over-seasoning? Trying to kill your man? She be trying to kill her boyfriend with all that over-seasoning. Girl, cut it out. Hitman got it? Okay. Its art is crazy. Nigga said, if I'm not sneezing, you ain't seasoning. I like that, though. Respectfully, I like that, highly favored. Onion powder. You said Algorithm Institute got me shut? I told niggas, if you mention that nigga, I'm gonna kick you out the room. Why would you bring that nigga? Niggas is having a good old time. You gonna bring that nigga up? Boy, I will dox that nigga and put his whole information up here. I know who it is. I'm not, we ain't worried about that. You let that nigga, please. I don't even like my skin crawling even thinking about that nigga. That nigga's obsessed with me for no reason, bro. I didn't do nothing to him. I think it was because I body Verb. He can't handle it. I think he can't handle that body Verb. This nigga Body, my favorite rapper. My favorite rapper didn't do nothing about it. Nigga tweeted me and said, I was embarrassed because nobody submitted a diss record. Nigga was mad sad. I was like, bro, why would niggas submit diss records to me? I didn't do nothing to nobody. At that point, that's when you got to say, all right, you know what? If nobody submitted a diss record, maybe I should leave this alone. I can see if I did something foul. I didn't do nothing. Niggas could talk about me all day. As soon as I respond back with raps, the niggas want to say I'm the bad guy. Yeah, chill. Yo, Chris Kemp, leave that nigga alone, man. You don't get that nigga started, bro. Damn, my ground beef almost fell in the sink. That would have been a catastrophe. That would have been a literal catastrophe. I haven't talked down on battle rap. I tell the truth. If telling the truth is talking down, then I don't know what to say. I got money cooking a nigga named Averb. How much gas do you have in your car? I drive an electric car. They charging me to register the car because it's electric, so I gotta get charged. If I had a gas car, it would have been $20. Because I got an electric car, it's $200, bro. You know how angry I am when I saw that shit today? I was like, come on, man. And that shit is due on my birthday. These niggas is mad foul. Oh, yeah, this is good. This is good ground merch. Can't even say the B word. This is good work right here, boy. 4 of us. 8 of these joints. All right, man. I'm out, man. I'm just talking to you. Long live lyricism. I see y'all niggas Sunday night, man. Peace.